When you first start trading, you learn that you need to be disciplined and push through your emotions to be successful at trading. That is not what I've found during my trading journey. I've read all the books that say push through your emotions, trade like a robot, focus on the process, try and take the emotions out of the equation because that's what will make you successful. And in reality, that doesn't work. We are human. We cannot take emotions out of the equation. That's just a part of who we are. And so trying to take emotions out of our trading does not work over the long run. It can work maybe here and there, but to consistently do that every day is impossible. And what I found that actually works over the long run is much more effective. I tried following those books that said just focus on the process, don't focus on the money, and that would work for a short period of time. But in reality, what was actually working in my favor was something else entirely. When I tried following of just focusing on the process, not focusing on the money, trying to trade like a robot, it would work for short periods of time, but I would always revert back to having times of struggle and frustration where I would lose a lot of money because I was trading with emotion. So I felt like, oh, I'm just not sticking to trading with no emotions and I just need to work at it harder. On those days that I was focused on the process, what I didn't realize was I was actually feeling my emotions still, but I was not letting them affect how I was trading. I was calm. I had strong emotional stamina that I was able to just feel those emotions and move on. And of course, this would only work on days where I wasn't stressed out and I wasn't emotionally drained. And that's what I thought was trading with no emotions. But in reality, what I later found out was called mental capital or emotional capital. This is what allowed me on those days to be successful and feel like I was trading with no emotion. Think back to your trading. Some of your worst days are when you are most frustrated and you just start revenge trading or taking a lot of emotionally triggered trades. And on your best days, you seem to be somehow calm, cool, just some kind of zen, and you're able to just be grounded and focus on your trading. And it feels like you're trading with no emotion. You just focus on the process. You see an entry, you see a pattern, and you just jump in easily. And that is because you were well rested and your mental capital was really high and you were able to deal with those emotions in terms of you felt them and didn't let them force you to act a way you didn't want to. Think of it like this. After a long day at work or just a day you were extremely emotionally drained, you don't have the patience to put up with someone else's BS. But after a long restful weekend or a vacation, you feel untouchable. You can deal with anything that is thrown at you. That is the same thing with trading. And realizing this has drastically improved my trading results. That when you're stressed out and emotionally drained, you're more likely to act on things like greed or FOMO. And seeing those triggers that usually affect you negatively, you are more likely to act on. Versus when you are really well rested and very calm, cool, and collected, you will see those triggers, but you will be able to realize that I'm feeling FOMO here and I do not need to act. And that is where it feels like we are trading with no emotion, but in reality, we are just not letting it affect us. And that is really hard to do, especially on those days where you are really drained. And so beginning to realize that was a massive switch for me of realizing that you don't need to trade every day just because you want to trade. It's better to focus on when you have good mental capital. The big mental shift I had was treating trading like a mental performance game. We want to be at our peak mental performance and clarity when we're sitting down and trading. And when we either are low on our mental performance and our mental capital gets drained either over trading or just in general, you can either cut out trading for the day, finish early, because you don't want to keep trading when you get frustrated. That's only going to cause you to make more mistakes. As hard as that can be in the moment sometimes, beginning to realize that will save you money in the long run. That is the key to consistency as trading. Not every day we are on top of our game. That's the whole reason why people have different results with a very, very similar strategy. It's not because of the strategy, it's because of the execution. And that's what I think separates really, really profitable traders from traders who are struggling. The profitable traders realize that not every day they are able to execute the strategy properly and profitably. They accept that they are human and that they have to just deal with the reality of that not every day they are going to be able to be on top of their game. Life is going to throw stuff at you that is going to be emotionally draining, is going to be taxing on you mentally. And because of that, you have to be okay with not trading on those specific days and giving yourself time to recover to get back to that mental performance level that is effective for trading. Now, this is something you can dive into extremely in depth, either working on your morning routine, working on your evening routine, figuring out nutrition, exercise. And if you do really want to take a deep dive into that, I do have a program that is solely focused on the mental performance around trading that has changed my trading for the good. You can check it out in the link in the description below. And if you want to hear more about my mental performance journey, check out this video right here.